Okay, good morning. Today is lesson 90 and it's on measuring turns. So it's a little bit different. We're using some concepts from geometry and angles and things that we learned previously. Okay, I am in your book on page 479. So I'm going to go over a couple examples with you. Okay, so I'm on example 1 on page 479. Okay, and it reads this way. Layla was traveling north. Okay, so I've drawn a compass rose here showing you she's traveling north. It says at the light she turned 90 degrees to the left. Well, remember a 90-degree angle. This is a 90-degree angle, and she turned left. So right now she's facing west, isn't she? Okay. And then it says she traveled 1 block to the next intersection. At the intersection, she turned 90 degrees to the left. So she turned another 90 degrees to the left. And then it says, what direction was Layla traveling? She was traveling south. So see, I took one step at a time. I drew a diagram and then did what each step said in the example to figure out that she was traveling south after she made her turns. Okay? All right, there's one example. Now, if you want to follow along, I'm on page 480. I'm going to go over example 2 with you. Okay, let me draw a little picture here. We've got 2 people here, Andy, and we've got, let me draw 2 different ones here. And then here, this one's going to be for Barney. Okay? All right. Okay, here we have right angles, which are 90 degrees, right? Okay. And so it says Andy and Barney were both facing north. Well, if you remember, this is north. So that's the way they both started out. Okay, Andy made a quarter turn clockwise. A quarter turn. Okay, a quarter turn would be 1/4, but it would be 1/4 of what? See, if Andy was facing north and he went all around to face north again, that would be 360 degrees, right? If you go from one point and to get there again, you have to go 360 degrees. So if he made a quarter turn, it's 360 divided by 4, which would be 90. So he made a 90. It says he made a 90-degree turn clockwise. Think of how a clock goes. Okay, a clock goes to the right like that. So he made that turn clockwise. So now he's facing east. Okay, and it says while Barney turned counterclockwise to face east. Okay, well here's Barney. Counterclockwise means it's the opposite of the way a clock goes, which would be this way. Now this is east. So if he started here and he had to go counterclockwise to face east, he'd go here, that's a 90 degrees. He'd go here, that's another 90 degrees. And then he'd go here, which is another 90 degrees. So our 3 times 9 would be 270 degrees. Okay? And you might need to go back and look at that in your book and go through it a little bit more too, okay? It shows you some good diagrams there as well, okay? All right, let me see. Let's try to go through the last example. Example 3, beginning at the bottom of page 480. Let me draw a little diagram here. Okay, all right. It says, as Elizabeth ran each lap around the park, she made 6 turns. So that's why I made a diagram with 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say she started here. And she made 6 turns, it said, to the left. What was the average number of degrees of each turn? Well, remember, if you start at one point and you want to end back up at that same point and you go all the way around, it's 360 degrees, right? And how many turns did it say she made? She made 6 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she got back to where she was. So to find the average, what did I say, the average number of degrees of each turn, we take our 360 and divide it by our 6 turns. And so it would be 60 degrees. Okay? All right. Do your lesson practice and then send it to me. Have a great day.